Not true. Keep it up, Indiana. Let's keep this momentum. Let's keep the good times going, right? Show them what the SEC, what the Big Ten is made of. We love to see. Kentucky, please don't break my bracket. Please, bro, I'm nervy. Guess what? Georgia A-more, baby! A-more. What do we love to see? More A-more or a more? A love of the game. A love of her game. Georgia A-more does her thing, shoots it from deep. But shooting it from deep all over, bro. Pondexter's just playing games with them after the second half, boy. Pondexter, band for band at 3, baby. We going band for band, bar for bar. Money being tossed. Ooh-wee. Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people. LaDeja, you're supposed to put the dick on the table. LaDeja can't get it done. Georgia A-more gets the steal. It's a foul. Ooh, this fourth quarter contentious, buddy. This fourth quarter contentious. Look at Georgia A-more right here. Go to the side. No, use that screen effectively. Get it from deep. Get it out the net. Pondexter right here. She's always shooting from deep right here. We going band for band. Georgia A-more, my GOAT. Right now, GOAT's happening. Coins flying. Thank you so much, Taylor, for the coins. I appreciate that. The coin, always good. We love to see it. Thank you so much for supporting BORDymcbored in our action. You can find better coverage on twitch.tv/boredymcbored. But either way, we're having a good time with you being here. As long as you're comfortable, we're good. We are looking at the South Carolina game too, but right now we got a matchup, hell of a matchup going on right here. Kansas State versus Kentucky right now. 1-point game right now. Serena Sundell brought it in for the Kansas State Wildcats earlier, the GOATs. But right now, a couple of gaps in the scoring of Kentucky. An opportunity for Taylor to get that bucket inside. No good right now. Slowing down the tempo is Georgia A-more. Can they get a good look right there? Are we doing with the double screen? What's happening right here? Are we doing horns? What's happening right here? The girls don't seem to know what's happening right here, unfortunately. Georgia A-more tries to go to the basket, lost the ball, but that was poked out, so some good defense right there. Georgia A-more about to rub that all over the table, baby. Just flopping all over, baby. Locked On Women's Basketball just did their episode grading Georgia A-more for the draft, and is probably already updated. A lot of people were very low on Georgia A-more, and I hate that, because Georgia A-more is such a, and thank you so much, Taylor, for the coins. Coin, ting, 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 ting. A lot. Boom. Wait. Hello? Boop. There's some money for you, Taylor. Thank you so much. The money is flying, and guess what? The honeys are flying all over the court too. It's LaDeja. What did I say? D-O-T-T. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it right here? Welcome on into the stream, guys. We're locked in right now to Kentucky versus Kansas action, and right now, South Carolina just came back on the screen. So we're going from Kentucky and Kansas, and we're going straight right here from to South Carolina versus Indiana. Only the best highlights, the most action. Consider it March Madness splash zone right here instead of red zone, because we're seeing the most and ultimate hoops happening from this weekend of women's college ball. Ooh, unfortunately, no good right there from the three-point line. Indiana's going to have to hit those shots in order to beat South Carolina. But a bad turnover right there in the fast break. What are you going to do about it? Don't turn it over. Give it to a friend. It's a three that goes down for Indiana right here. Indiana now up 6 points to South Carolina. South Carolina, I said as soon as their scoring unit would get in, that things would change. But right now, the scoring unit isn't doing well with Indiana's defense. Indiana, a much better defensive team than people gave them credit for, guys. A much better defensive team. They've gotten a couple scores off the fast break. In fact, I was willing to bet that a lot of their points actually did come off the fast break, and that's a toilet bowl all the way spin and in right there. Shetsky going ahead and getting it in. Shetsky, icy. We love to see it. Just give it to me. Unfortunately, that ball is going the other way with it. That's a turnover. Don't pay attention to me right now, guys. Welcome on in for all of you new viewers. My name is Andrea, aka Bordy McBoard. We are watching the ultimate cinema of the March Madness tournament. Happy to join you in for some action, and I love to see the action. South Carolina right now down to Indiana. South Carolina inevitable. So Indiana's going to have to do all that they can in order to make sure that they can sustain this league, because this is not going to be fun if they can't. Fun fact, every time South Carolina lost, they were down at the half by at least 9. That's actually a very fun fact, Katie. Fun fact, every time South Carolina has lost, they were down at the half by at least 9, right? So far, it's only a 6-point game. South Carolina has come back at the mud, but it needs to be 9 points. And right now, if you can't make layups, you're not going to be able to beat one of the best teams in the country. Tessa Johnson going to the line right there. Tessa doesn't get enough love, and Tessa is a superhero for this team. Tessa Johnson made some great threes at the end of their tournament run last year against Iowa. Garzon, a little bit of chicken wrap action, ended up getting poked in the eye. So I'm not sure why they ended up showing that one. Garzon is so good of a shooter that she can get poked in the eye and it really doesn't matter, bro. How you miss that layup, man? That's a great question, right? 2-box action going on right here as the Kentucky game is on. We're actually going to go away from the audio of the South Carolina game and go to this Kentucky game, because this Kentucky game is very contentious. This is actually the closest game of the games that we've seen so far here today. 1-point game happening, South Carolina game also going on too, as you see Indy get an elbow shot to go on in. Shiesty doing her thing right here. So we'll see what will happen, and Shiesty goes ahead and gets some points. 5 points from her right there from Buffalo, New York. We love to see. But what we love to see is Kentucky do her thing. Ayoka Lee, healthy again. A great, fantastic, on-the-money entry pass in order to make sure that Ayoka Lee is already up. She just needs to put it in. Fantastic pass from the guard. Entry game is good. But Georgia Amoore, speaking of good guard plays, all she knows is good guard plays. Tries to get a good step back, but guess what? Excellent defense right there to make sure that doesn't happen. Drive on the inside, Tayomi Key, all off the front of the rim, just not in. Some rough missed layups, unfortunately, in this game for Kentucky. And Kansas is back up. What will Kansas do with the lead? Can they go ahead and harp on it? They've had at least, let's say, the biggest their lead has been has only been a couple of points. And guess what? There's the couple right there. 3-point lead in Kentucky. Kenny Brooks calling a timeout. Kenny Brooks, he's led a team to a Final Four. But could this be the final swan song for Kentucky and the Wildcats? Deep run? This is a question that needs to truly remain and see. What's going on with you? All the new followers, welcome on in. We got some coins in the building. Guess what? I'm throwing money your way, baby. Love to see it. Thank you so much for the coins, the donations. I appreciate you so much. All the vibes, all the energy, dab on them. We love to see the chat. Thank you so much, TikTok, for letting me know what's going on in the hood and that you're here supporting the vibes and the excitement, right? Oh, speaking of excitement, South Carolina, a turnover. You can hear the Gamecocks fans in the building. They are super uber excited to see something happen going on right here. Crossover opportunity, right? Hit him with a crossover. That's that Shiesty shot that we've seen has been a low-scoring affair. So we have to show shots from way earlier, actually, in the matchup. That was about a good 3 minutes ago. But look at that, 8 of 22, 5 of 21 when it comes to field goals for both teams. It's hard, man. Every time South Carolina lost, Okay, every time that South Carolina lost. These are all the times that South Carolina lost, right? They were down 9 to Texas. They were down 21 to UCLA and down 22 by UConn, right? 22 and 21 are hard to come back from, right? But 6, that is doable. 9 is too. So what will happen and what will it do right here? Raven Johnson, pull-up game. Not strong right here. A great strong rebound. No foul call. Give me that. Pick it off the floor. That's all ball, ain't it?
Give me that.
Sanaya Fagan goes ahead and puts, a piece of candy off the floor and puts it on in. Unfortunately, Indiana started 1 of 8, and they've been doing about a good half of their shots in. But the problem is just shooting that thing. More McNeil, the toilet bowling in. Give me that. And 1. Wee, baby. Chloe Moore McNeil. Know about her. Grow about her, baby. I love Chloe Moore McNeil. She plays excellent defense, and she's also a gritty scorer as well. Pull-up game is strong, but guess what? Steal game is strong too. No fouls, all ball. It's our ball, ain't it, LeBron? It's our ball. Guess what? All she does is ball. It's Moore McNeil. But let's go to the other slate of action of ball right here. Of course, they're doing a check-in right now. They're doing a checkup of the Indiana versus South Carolina game. Welcome on in, new followers. Welcome on in, boys, girls, and youth, anybody. It doesn't matter who you are at BARNBURNER. You are somebody to me. We have an exciting slate of women's college basketball action to join and to look at. So thank you for joining me on into the action. I'm not just going to sit here and let the game speak for itself. If you want somebody to do that, you can go ahead and one of these other streams, okay? We're making it fun. We're making it exciting. It's March Madness. I'm doing commentary over these games. We're going to the best of the highlights. We are not just focusing on one game. We're focusing on both games right here. And right now, the only game that's live and in action as Teone Key hits a nice shot for Kentucky. They've been on scoring droughts. Teone Key, mid-range game. Good. We're an immediate timeout by Kansas? Bro, Teone Key just hit just one shot. Girl, what's happening? Girl, what's going on? It's called March Madness for a reason. Remember that, Bordy. Okay, Indiana, you have one mission. Will they be able to ice her? Will they be able to ice South Carolina? That's the question. Prince, how are you doing? Welcome on in, Prince.
Exactly what we thought. Exactly, and it's going all the way down to the wire.
I promise you guys I'm not sick anymore, but sometimes when I talk for a long time, my nose just gets stuffy. It's real weird. It's a really weird phenomenon that happens with me. All right, we're good. We're ready to go right now. The entry passes have been good. The ball has been moving all over the place. Ayoka Lee, a piece of candy off the floor. No good. We're going the other way with it. Georgia Amore. What's she going to do with it? They're going to go ahead and reset. It looks like we're about to get some horns. No, we're not going to get some horns action. Instead, pick and roll game. Kenny Brooks, timeout. Both of these coaches, right? Both of these coaches, the players do just one thing. They're like, nah, timeout. I've seen enough. No. But mind you, both of these coaches have plenty of their timeouts. So we're in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. I don't blame them for making sure the offense is set and they get the best looks possible. But it has been a one-point game. We've been clinging on to the one-point game for a while. We're about to go to halftime for both of these games, and during halftime we will be looking at the brackets for everybody in the stream. If you would like to join, if you're on TikTok and you would like to join the stream action, twitch.tv/boredymcbored, BOREDYMCBORED. We are cooking. You can stay comfortable in TikTok if you're finding TikTok too. We're comfortable with TikTok right here. Moore McNeil has 10 points. South Carolina has 15. We're going back to the 2-game action right here. Speaking of game, who did I say needed to dot it up? Big on the table, LaDeja coming through. LaDeja Lawrence doing her thing. Will she step it up? Right now, Clara Stratt trying not to be too aggressive defensively. It ended up working out there, but I'd like for her to put up more of an effort right there as well. LaDeja, what are you going to do with it? The ball in your hand. We're looking at the Kentucky game. LaDeja, no good, but look at that! An excellent job! Ooh, piece of candy. A good offensive rebound right there. Great job, Kentucky. Up 3, but we know that Kansas has been hitting their threes. Sundown, sunny side, Sundell. It accidentally goes off her leg. That's crazy right there. Sorry for Kansas. Right here on the other end for South Carolina. 3 alert, 3 alert, 3 alert. It's raining a little bit, at least drizzling in South Carolina. Bree Hall gets it done. Breezy for threezy. We love to see it. LaDeja step back. No, we're going to pass it to the corner instead. What will Kentucky do? Teomi Key passes it to LaDeja. LaDeja with the ball in her hands is a dangerous woman. Teomi Key right there. Too much mustard on it. Teomi Key gets her own rebound. Is that a foul? No, it's not. Kentucky up 5 right now. Kentucky, are you live? Are you feeling it, Kentucky fans? Thank you so much for the coins. We're going to a timeout. 2 minutes left to go. Bring it home, Kentucky. Let's go. Barbecue chicken alert, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert. Keep that momentum. We got some Kentucky fans in the building. Will Kentucky do it at home? Teomi Key, a piece of candy. Guess what? Bully ball. I'm stronger than you. Guess what?
I'm a dog. You can't teach that.
That's a big dog moment right there. We love to see it. Love to see it on the other end right here. South Carolina, quiet as kept. We haven't been looking at them. A scoring run. Sanaya Fagan behind the whole thing. Look at the family getting all crunk. Sanaya Fagan, part of the defensive effort and onslaught that right now South Carolina is doing on Indiana. Oh, speaking of defensive onslaught, Joyce Edwards, give me that. That's the wrong button. I forgot. That's the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Cross-court pass, opportunity, sidestep, the 3, no good for Kansas. It goes to Kentucky. Will Kentucky close it out? Let's put the volume up on this Kentucky squad right here. What will Kentucky do with it? Dare I say we should one-box it? Dare I say we should one-box it? We can do it to 2. We can do it with 2. No, fuck it. Let's go with the 1-box. LaDeja ends up losing it. It's going the side of Kansas. With 1 minute left to go, and I'm sorry, Gamecocks fans, I know you guys are going on a run as Garcon goes ahead and takes it, says, no, give me that, that's my ball. We will focus in with 1 minute left to go. It's only going to be a 1 minute, 60 seconds are in it. A 10-2 run right now for South Carolina as we're seeing the backside of LaDeja. We're waiting on the referees to see what they do in the action. I guess they're trying to see what's happening right here.
Job at this stage of the game reviewing that call.
We are reviewing it. Kentucky deserves a 1-box. I listen to the people. The people have spoken. Right now, South Carolina, they are doing their thing. South Carolina is popping. It's going off right there. Well, we'll do 1-box while we're waiting for it. We'll do 2-box until we see what happens. It's been the Sanaya Fagan show going on in South Carolina. But right now, 1-box action happening, right? As we see, we're dying. We're upset stomaching. I feel bad. I'm not sure what's happening. Will Moore McNeil do anything? I'm not sure. We'll wait until the end of this possession. They're not going to be serious, are they? They're not going to be serious. We're going to 1-box this right now. 1-box for Kentucky. A sidestep right here. A 3. It's no good. They haven't found the bottom of the basket in 3 minutes, but they got a 3 right
offensive rebound. K-State.
Kansas State right here in the den, in the Wildcats den. What are they going to do? LaDeja gives it to Georgia Amore. Georgia Amore, she doesn't lose the ball. That's great. That's fantastic. Clara Strap back to the basket. Oh, that's big woman on big woman action. Clara Strap can't get it done. Oh, my God, what's going to happen? Only a couple seconds left to go in the Kentucky versus Kansas State game. Kansas for three. Pondexter got it! Got it! Pondexter got it! Pondexter! Kansas State! Back up! Thor's in the building! Raising glasses up high! Pondexter gets it done! Woo! What a great job by Kansas! Scoreless in the last three. Got a huge three right there to make sure that Kansas State is back in the lead. What a job by Kansas. Ice in her veins. Pondexter been shrugging the whole game. And guess what? Take that dirt off her shoulders. Pondexter gets it done. The chutzpah, the energy, the drive. I feel alive because of Pondexter. Going back to the 2 box of only temporarily to check in with what's going on with the Gamecocks right now. Indiana holding on for dear life to their lead. As Katie said, right? As Katie said, when South Carolina is down by more than 9, they've lost games. But so far, South Carolina is only a 1-point game right now. Garzon, no good. We're going the other way with South Carolina. 1 box time right now. 1 box time right now. Actually, 2 box time right now. Georgia Amore! That's a big shot by Georgia Amore, baby! The definition of big on the table. Dotting it up when her team needs it the most. Georgia coming through. We're at the end of the half for Indiana. Indiana right now up 1. Don Staley looks like a pissed off woman. Right now, Georgia Amore looks like a woman possessed.
I'm a dog. You can't teach that.
And that's what Georgia Amore does. Dog Amore, Georgia Amore. Doesn't matter. She does it when the team needs it the most. Kentucky right now, up 2. But Kansas State has been cooking for 3. Can the D of the Kentucky Wildcats come through to knock off their Wildcat counterparts? I didn't even realize there's 2 Wildcats going after each other, right? Who's the more wild? Who's the more wild? How you going to switch boxes in the middle of Georgia taking the 3 as the last couple seconds, dude? As the last couple seconds. What the fuck? Come on, Serena. Georgia, bring it home, baby. Georgia, bring it home, baby. Georgia, bring it home, baby. What's going to happen? The last 30 seconds of action. They have not been doing well at guarding the 3. Can they guard the 3-point line right here? Ayoka Lee, a lot of activity happening down low. It's a timeout. Doesn't like that. Timeout, don't like that look. And that's a good timeout right there. Ayoka Lee wasn't in great positioning. Actually, you know what? We have the time. We can go back to this right here, right? Look at this play right here. Look at this play. As they're bringing it up the floor, just great defense from the Kentucky Wildcats, right? Obviously, Claire Chapman and Ayoka Lee, that's something that they're focusing on, all right? That's not happening. We kick it out. Good recovery defense right here to make sure to chase you off the 3-point line. Help defense is right there, but then we still make sure that we're here to help sure that Sundell doesn't go ahead and is open at the 3-point line. This is about as clear a look as you can get. Tioni Key right there, though. Not the best quality look. And look at that, Ayoka Lee just getting boxed out right there. Unfortunately, they couldn't do anything with that, right? Now as we get back to the live set of action, we're at the most recent set of action. Great defense from none other than UK to make sure that they can last through the onslaught of offense that's been happening from Kansas. But can they do it again? Great timeout, 15 seconds, 2-point difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Welcome on in, whether you're on TikTok or whether you're on Twitch. My name is boredymcbored. We're covering the best of the women's game, the most important action, the most important celebrations, the most important nail-biting coverage right here. Clock is on. What's the defense going to do? Sundell, one-on-one, down low. I like the chances of it. She gets it! She gets it! I love the chances of that sunny side Sundell, baby. But now it's a tie game at 69. Nice. It's 69-69. Sundown Sundell turnaround fade. She's been doing that all year, baby. You weren't gonna stop her away. Your love's faded. I love you, Zade. Exactly one-on-one on that. One-on-one action with Sundell. Look at that stat line. 17 points, 12 assists. Go ahead and draft her. I thought this draft class wasn't supposed to be good. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we have Serena Sundell doing her thing, baby. We want a Georgia Amore game winner on the way. Maybe that's loading, right? I was worried they were going to chuck up a prayer three. I definitely was too, but they waited for a back-to-the-basket play. If it wasn't going to be a Yoka Lee, Serena Sundell. I love to see that. Chaos! Silky lettuce. That shot was beautiful, was it? Let's do it, nigga! Ole do it! Ole do it! This is going to overtime. I hope it goes to overtime because this is cinema right now. Who said that? Who said what? Let's do it, nigga. Ole do it? I don't know. Who said what? Who said who? Kansas State has no timeouts. They just have to kill the timeout. Yeah, they have. Kansas State doesn't have any timeouts. Great observation. I think Kentucky has some right now. Thank you so much for all of the. This is a bad time to stutter. Okay. Thank you so much for all the viewers on TikTok. Who said this was a week's rap class? A lot of people said this was a week's rap class. And a lot of people are dumb. A lot of people are dumb because the GMs are dumb and making rash decisions right here. But what's the decision they go with? LaDeja right here for the last shot? I'm not sure if I like that. What are we doing? We're going to overtime. Oh my God, Kentucky. Kentucky. Kentucky girls. Kentucky girls. Kentucky girls! Kentucky girls! What the fuck was that?
We go to overtime, but first, we go to the studio.
Where's my soundboard? Bro, where's my fucking soundboard? Where's my soundboard? Where's my soundboard? Here it is.
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
The fuck was that?
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
The fuck was that?
Take me off. I'm done. Cut the show. Take me off.
Forward to bringing you this overtime. Both teams 1-0 this year when they've gone to an extra period. Kentucky got a
I'm not sure what that was. Kentucky is doing some bullshit right now. But at least we get overtime of more of this cinema, right? OT, baby. Kid, we love to see it. I just hate to see that last play, right? Because everybody else in the chat is like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Seagull fam, I'm disgusted too, right? You got 6-footers all around, and you praying for a foul or what? What was that play? They were clearly going for Georgia Amore, and if Georgia Amore were ball denied, they were just like, it's okay. Since Georgia Amore was ball denied, it's okay. I don't want to win.
For 5 minutes as both teams just continue to compete.
As I said,
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
I don't know what that was, but we're going to overtime, right? I'm not sure what that was. We're going to overtime, and that's what's most important, right? I'm pissed too, Roddy, because I don't know what the fuck that was. But it's A-okay, right? Because we get another blessing of cinema. The basketball gods, thank you so much. I love you, basketball gods. Have blessed us with overtime today. So we can't say that none of the games are good. And Kentucky, as we saw earlier against Liberty, they're addicted to selling. So will they sell this one? Ooh, that's a sell right there. That's a sell right there from Kansas State, baby. That's a sell right there from Kansas State. Not a good way to start this. Not a good way to start this, right? Last shot and you don't get Georgia the ball. She was ball denied and they had no other second option, which is crazy because I don't understand how you don't let Clara Strap at least get it too, bro. Oh, Tioni Key, good job. Georgia Amore, she got that shit, bro. Oh, no good. Oh, both of your best shooters can't get it inside the bucket. They lucky KState got a mid defense because that would have been a block to layup or chuck three. It would have. I do love the tournament on the women's side. This is cinema from 32 on. Cinema from 32 on. Cinema from 32 on. Right now, though, as a Georgia Amore agenderer, I do love Ayoka Lee. Shout out to her. And Serena Sundell needs more respect. But I got a Georgia Amore agenda I need to pop off right now. So will Kentucky pop off or will Kansas State decide to pop their collar? Guess what? Serena Sundell jump shot, Ayoka Lee. What is that? That's on Kentucky. Yeah, it's on Kentucky because Serena touched that last. I'm not Serena. Ayoka touched that last. Ayoka touched that last, and that was off Ayoka's knee. Oh, Ayoka's knee. Ayoka's knee.
Yeah, I think it was a good no call. They got it right. 4 minutes to play in overtime. Winner this moves to the Sweet 16.
We haven't seen Strack score in a little bit, so I would have.
Clara Strap has been hooping, but Clara Strap the three. Why are we only getting it from three from Clara Strap? It's okay, because Tioni Key, baby. Tioni Key. She's the key to victory. Key to victory is T-N-O-O-T. Oh no, Pondexter's been hooping from three. Don't give her. Why do you give her baseline? Why do you give her baseline? Why do you give her baseline? Why did you give her baseline? That was your fault, baby. Never give Serena Sundell baseline. Never give her that. What a poor job right there in defense, bro. Now it's just a game of who has the energy last and who wants it more. Who wants it more? Clara Strap down low. I love that. This is why Clara Strap needs more respect to her goddamn fucking name, boy. Clara Strap. Getting it inside, baby. It's where it's at. What will be the response? Are we going back to Ayoka Lee? Are we going back to Ayoka Lee for Kentucky is the question? Ayoka Lee cross court. It's Pondexter, baby! The fuck? That wasn't Pondexter, actually. But that was not Pondexter. I apologize. But we can see. We can't see. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. I apologize. I have to. I'll put this down in my hand. I'll put this down in my hand. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. I'll apologize. There was a big three that was just shot by Kansas State, but pull-up game is strong for Georgia Amore, baby. Really strong for Georgia Amore. Oh no! They were about to give the three again. Instead, they gave the lane. Kentucky. Oh no! They're blessed. LaDeja, don't work too fast. Is it gonna be a jump ball? Fast forward. Georgia Amore passes it to Tioni Key. Got it in! Let's go! This game, back and forth, ping pong affair. I'm going crazy. 3-point game. 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go in the action. Guys, let's lock in. Ooh, let's lock in. Pondexter! Oh! Woo! Not to be denied. Who wants it more, baby? Who wants it more? This is cinema right here. Tie ball game. Kansas and Kentucky. Georgia Amore. Oh no. Oh no. They left her a little space. They left her daylight. It's Georgia Amore. Time out. Oh my God. I'm sweating right now. It's a close game. Oh my God. Quilla, welcome on in. I don't even know what to do with this. Tioni Key getting a point down low. But on the other end, we got a 3-point to go down for Pondexter, baby. Raise those glasses up. Then you go ahead and you give Georgia Amore too much daylight to shine. What do we love about Georgia Amore? She ain't no puppy,
She don't
baby.
want no puppy. She want a big dog.
That is Georgia Amore. But which Wildcat will outwild the other Wildcat? It's a question what we're asking today. Welcome on in. We got a lot of coins flying all over the place. Where's my money gun? Where's my money gun? Thank you so much, TikTok crew, for checking on in. Shared on God. Shared on God. Welcome into the action. And I swear on God, this is one of the best games of the tournament so far. Back and forth for who wants it more. Watoza getting clips. I don't even know what's happened. We just see bucket after bucket. Fuck it. They chucking it in. And it's some good things to witness and see right here. I didn't even realize South Carolina was down at the half. They are down 1. The South Carolina game is going on. It is at halftime. When the South Carolina game does go back on, we will do it after this game. Because right now, this game, this is the only game in town, in my opinion, right now. Okay? This is the only game. The other game is close. Indiana, South Carolina. Put some respect on Don State's name. But put some respect on Pondexter, right? Had a whole bunch of blocks earlier on, right? It's her defensive prowess that was shining earlier, but then she started to feel it from 3. Ever since that third quarter, it's been 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And she's been doing it from deep. Look at that. So much determination, though. That is somebody who was locked the fuck in. But the question is, will she be able to do her thing? Only 7 points against Fairfield, 21, 7 of 14. This Wildcat 3-point defense has left much to be desired, to say the least, right? South Kakalaki love to perform, so they're going to come back in the second half. Absolutely. They love to do their thing where they're a little slow at first and then they turn it on. I have faith in South Carolina, but I have no idea who's going to win in this game right now. The way both teams are playing, I would have said Kentucky earlier on because I love the defense on the inside, but Ayoka Lee is using her size. Taylor used her size earlier on, and then from there it's just been a 3-point affair. Somebody gets left open, we shooting threes. You know her, that's Georgia Amore. She's clutch as fuck. But guess what? Kansas made their own share of clutch as fuck moments too, man. So what's going to happen in this game? What's going to happen? Oh, no. Oh, no! How do you leave her open, buddy? What are you doing? Oh, my God. I'd rather Ayoka Lee get 2, and that's off of Georgia Amore, isn't it? That's off of Georgia Amore. That's off of Georgia Amore. Whoa. Skylar Diggins. Somebody put Skylar Diggins in the chat. We are reviewing it, but that's off of Georgia Amore. That is off of Georgia Amore. I'm very sure that is off of Georgia Amore.
The out of bounds was under review.
That is off of Georgia Amore. I'm very sure that's off of Georgia Amore, man. Thank you so much for the additional coins. That's off of Georgia Amore. That is off of Georgia. How do you leave Pondexter open, dude? I understand you don't want Ayoka Lee to do her damage on the inside, but if Ayoka Lee gets her points, it's fine. You have to trust in your shot blockers. Pondexter has been cooking it from 3. If there's one person you make sure is not wide open, it's Pondexter. That's off Georgia Amore, I'm very sure. It's not that first one. That first one is off of number 3, right? Oh no, that's not off Georgia Amore. That's not off Georgia Amore.
The call on the floor is Kansas State's ball.
That's not off Georgia Amore. Kentucky gets another shot at that.
But both players have their hands on the ball.
I don't think that's off Georgia Amore.
About to get our
Well, I need to put that SCS finger as a sub emote. Yeah, I'm going to find a way if I can make that a sub emote because it's too useful. The finger twirl is so...
The game clock will be set to 55.9 seconds.
Oh, it's Kansas State ball. It's Kansas State ball.
Will be on defense.
So now Kentucky will be on defense. Oh! A disastrous turn of events for sure, Roddy. A disastrous turn of events. Boo! Tomato, tomato. Quez is excited because his bracket depends on KState. What's going to happen? Are they going to milk out the clock? Kentucky, if you can play some defense, Sundown in a one-on-one situation over Tioni Key, that's going to be tough, though. They get the rebound. The three. No good. Okay. A reset. 40 seconds, 50 seconds left to go. Take your time. Oh! Guys, I'm doing jumping jacks. Georgia Amore, are we going timeout here? Oh, we're letting it fly. No timeouts right here. We're letting it fly. Georgia Amore, pull up. No, off.
Battle for the rebound.
Battle.
It'll stay with Kentucky.
Stay with Kentucky. Oh, my God, guys. This is some NBA refs. Oh, that is off of Ayoka Lee. Yep, that's off of Ayoka Lee. Hold for the final shot. 17.9 seconds left to go. Kansas has some timeouts. Kentucky does too. What's going to happen, guys? If you're watching me on TikTok, welcome. My name is boredymcbored, twitch.tv/boredymcbored. We cover the best in the women's basketball game. We're doing this literally all day. We're watching all the cinema that's happening right here today. South Carolina finally back up in this thing. But right now, Kentucky and Kansas is way too close for me to ethically go to the other South Carolina game. I'm just telling you that right now. This is way too close for me to ethically go away from this one box cinema that we're having right here. But welcome on in. We'll be here all day until, let's say, I would say the end of the UCLA versus Richmond game. But depending on if that's a blowout, then we'll go to halftime of the UCLA versus Richmond game. But we will be doing this tomorrow from the very start of cinema action. As many games are going on, we only want all cinema. Georgia Amore for three! No good! They get another rebound! Georgia Amore, does she get another opportunity? Guess what? Three! No good! They get another rebound! No! Kansas State gets it! Oh! It's Kansas State! It's Kansas State! Possession arrow? Oh no, abolish the possession arrow. That should have gone to K-State. Abolish the possession arrow. I'm in Kentucky's pocket. Why is Georgia Amore inbounding right now? Why is your best, most clutch player inbounding?
To Strack, back to Amore.
No! Amore! Right there! At the basket! Can't get it done! Kentucky wins! Kansas wins! Georgia Amore! A fantastic look! A great look! If there was anybody else, I would put money on it. That Georgia Amore would hit a floater right there at the end of the game. And she can't do it. She can't do it. They got 4 tries at the basket and came up with 0. Georgia Amore, I'm glad she's happy about that. I'm glad she's smiling about that. An amazing collegiate career. She's going to be a first-round draft pick for sure. But this backdoor, that's Georgia Amore all day, bro. That's Georgia Amore all day. There is never not a time I don't give that towards Georgia Amore, and never not a time that she doesn't hit it in. It just was Kansas State's time to shine. And what a time to be alive if you're from Kansas State. For some people's brackets, this busts theirs. My bracket is fucked up from this victory, I'm not going to lie. But Kansas State does it. Ayoka Lee does it. Pondexter, what a clutch shot from her. It's all about Pondexter in this game. How many threes? She dished it to you in so many ways. Kentucky needed better defense to get it done, and we're already well into the Ole Miss versus Baylor game. Wow, guys, what cinema, what excitement. South Carolina is on a run. We will get back to the South Carolina game that literally just got back into break. So we will be looking at the beginning of this Ole Miss versus Baylor game. But guys, like, I don't know about y'all. I was sweating throughout that whole thing. Sweating throughout the whole thing. I fell to my knees. I fell to my knees in a TJ Maxx, bro. I really wanted that for Georgia Amore. I'm not going to lie. I really wanted that for Georgia Amore real bad. Real bad. Couldn't get it in now. Real mad, man. Georgia future Lynx legend. I would love to see her with Cheryl Miller, bro. Her with Cheryl Reeve, I'm sorry. Her with Cheryl Reeve would go crazy, dude. Her with Cheryl Reeve would go insane in the membrane, bro. But they have 4 looks, couldn't get it done, and maybe you can't go far with the mid-tier defense. I don't understand. Dick on the table, bro. Dick on the table, though. Dotted it up with KState. Dotted it up at the clutch time. KState, dude. I was rooting for Georgia, though. I was rooting for it. Yes, Lord, I love you. I hate you, Wes. As soon as I saw her inbounding, I knew it was a give and go. I hope that wasn't a give and go, and it was a give and go, and it was a good give and go. But it was not good. It was a good look. It just wasn't good, you know?